Well, that was some week 3 that we had to go over. What a mess to start the season. Maybe things will get clearer as time goes on, but for now, I just gotta focus in on week 4 and hopefully get some of this stuff right. More so than what I've been getting before. Let's jump right into the games. Congrats on managing to not derp around this time, Giants. Maybe there is hope for a shot at a decent season if they can keep this up. Now that they got their first win of the season, it's time to play in prime time. Oh, wait, never mind. It's against the Cowboys. So there goes any hope you had for this random Thursday game. Must be time to derp around again. Remember when people started to hype up the NFC South as a better division than at first thought? Bet they're starting to take that back now that it's more of the same that's being shown. Good news for the Falcons is that they got the Saints, and the game is not in the Superdome. This means that it'll be a 30-27 win for the Falcons. Maybe they won't choke this one away unlike previous times. We got robbed of a tank bowl after the Panthers somehow managed to find a way to get a win. Well, it wasn't even that close. Who knew that Alabama quarterbacks rarely fare well at the NFL level? Yet that doesn't excuse the Bengals, who lost in humiliating fashion to the goddamn Commanders in primetime. I'm not jumping on the Panthers wagon yet. I still want to see more proof that they are actually doing things. That said, the Bengals need this win badly. But if they blow it again, I'd be pressing the big red panic button. And right when I was in the middle of recording this video, I see a thing on social media about Shannon Sharp trying to play defense over dodging the question regarding some stats because he said Joe Burrow didn't play well enough to win. How can you play well but not play well enough to win when it is not the quarterback's fault for allowing a rookie quarterback to throw for as many points as the Washington Commanders scored? What logic do you have, Shannon? I want answers. If you're gonna be that harsh over how things go for a quarterback, you should not be saying anything about quarterbacks in general. It's a team game, not a player. Jeez, talk about trying to usurp the title of lolcow. Hey guys, let me tell you something. You wanna know what's better than Rams versus Bears? Having a bunch of injuries on one side and having no offensive line on the other side that's not even doing a good job at protecting Caleb Williams. Who will win this defensive slopper, you might be wondering to yourselves. The actual answer is going to be whoever can prove to be the better team in the circumstances they're given. In this case, it's going to be a low scoring affair where the Rams secure the W. 3 and oh. We live in a timeline where Sam Darnold looks like an elite quarterback as the Vikings make a trip to Lambeau to face the Packers. There is some bad news about the trip, and I'd already mentioned said bad news. The Packers will somehow find a way to win on their home field. It'll be tough, but it will be done. Hey Jags, I just want to take a moment to recap the first 3 weeks of the season for you. Blew a game against the Dolphins in a winnable circumstance, lost to the Browns on the home opener after trying to change it to Trevor Banks Stadium and having a pre-game event of Lucha Libre, and getting demolished by the Bills while allowing Damar Hamlin his first career interception. Now you get to face a pissed off Houston Texans, and they just had a really bad day. Hope you're ready to join the list of teams on tank ball duty. There are several things that are common in sports. Steelers playing down the competition, bullshitting their way to a 9-8 season like usual, and losing a random game they should have won. This will be that random game they'll lose as the Colts stumble their way to victory. Don't worry, it's just the standard being the standard. They'll be fine. They'll just keep reinforcing old narratives and how they don't fire coaches. They retire or have their contracts conveniently expire. Do I have to predict this game? Do I really have to? It's just gonna be one of those games where they both suck and unfortunately somebody has to win. Neither team deserves it. Can I skip over this? No? Fine. Guess I'll take the Jets only because the Broncos are rebuilding. No other reason, but know that the Jets are still gonna be the Jets. Woohoo. You beat a Saints squad despite the issues. Simply 'cause they had to play a bit worse. What do you want, a fucking trophy? Don't think for a second that the worst is over. 'Cause next up is the Buccaneers. Think we know how this is gonna end. Bucks get the win on home soil. Come back to me when the issues have been fixed. Here we have a battle of teams that have been doing better than what was expected so far. Yet both are also hard to gauge at this time, so I don't know if they'll actually be good. This, among other factors, is the reason that I make this game a suitable candidate for my tie of the week. Should be a great honor to receive a means of motivation. At least one thing can stay consistent, and it's that the Patriots are gonna lose to a better team. Although the 49ers are stuck dealing with injuries, but surely they won't struggle against this team, right? Right? The Chargers have been doing surprisingly well so far, but there is an issue with Justin Herbert. He might be hurt to where there's a chance to see Easton Stick get some reps. And against a team like their division rival Chiefs, there's something that you can't afford. It's gonna be a 4-0 start for them, sadly, because ref ball. Embarrassing losses for everyone involved. The Browns, once again, pull the Browns, whereas the Raiders got demolished by Carolina? That is such a low bar to set. Get the cows going because someone has to win. In this case, the Raiders should at least have fewer mistakes, which will be enough to secure the dub. Quite the story for these two, ain't it? The Bills are starting to look legit once again, and the Ravens need to get back on track badly. Yes, they barely won, but they still need to get back on track. Pretty sure NBC didn't expect the results we've seen when this was scheduled. No matter, it'll still be a back and forth where neither team wants to give up the ball. That said, the Ravens are going to get lucky and secure the win. They refuse to let themselves have a bad season. Remember the last time these two played on Monday night? Yeah, things weren't like how they went this season, unlike back then. The Titans actually have a shot at winning their first game of the year. There is no Florida Heat to match the weaknesses of the Dolphins this time. Only the nice guy and a backup quarterback. Congrats on the win, Titans. How many years in a row have we seen these two duke it out? I honestly lost count. If anything, it'll be as competitive as ever, where both teams want to prove they are good. Yet, feel that the Lions will finally get one over Seattle and secure a game-winning field goal in overtime for the win. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this edition. If you like what you see here and want to see more, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It certainly helps a lot. And hey, I actually managed to do it more fluently this time. Maybe I can and actually get somewheres in places without having to ask so much all the time. Yeah, I don't know what I was just saying there, but it was probably more coherent than whatever just got said over in Congress. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time, travel safely.